Всем большой привет! Сегодня 19 июля 2019 год. И сегодня я хочу показать вам небольшой кусочек процесс изучения английского языка с учителем. Учитель-носитель языка в Америке. Приехала моя дочь на летние каникулы сюда, и чтобы нам было здесь повеселее, не так скучно, мой муж помог мне, мы нашли учителя английского языка. Ее зовут Даниэла, ей 48 лет, она полиглот, она говорит на 5 языках. Американский, английский, изучала она британский английский в университете. Но поскольку она больше 20 лет живет в Калифорнии, и она родилась в Калифорнии, она говорит без акцента на английском языке, причем знает грамматику шикарно, учитель, одно слово. Затем следующий язык, она его преподает тоже, это испанский язык, она говорит без акцента на испанском языке, потому что ее отец мексиканец и носитель испанского языка. Она хорошо понимает сербский язык, но говорит плохо. Ее мать из Сербии. И мать знала немножко английский язык, естественно, говорила по-сербски с ней в детстве. Вся семья со стороны матери только сербский язык. Вот, Даниэла говорит, не так было, в принципе, много практики, потому что родители, мать и отец друг с другом общались по-английски. Отец не знал сербский язык, мать не знала испанский язык. Вот. И также она уже самостоятельно изучила и говорит свободно на немецком и французском. Вот. Внизу я оставлю ссылку на ее страничку в Facebook. Кому интересно, вы можете не только туда заглянуть, вы можете с ней списаться. И она очень хороший, я просто рекомендую вам, очень хороший учитель-носитель английского или испанского языка. Стоимость обучения я плачу $110 в месяц. И занятия у нас проходят 2 раза в неделю по 1 часу. Мы так выбрали для себя там понедельник и четверг или пятница 1 час. Вот. За каждого человека $110. Но вы можете, не знаю, с ней поговорить, и, может быть, вам она дешевле сделает, поскольку не нужно платить аренду. Мы ездим на урок, в специальное там помещение арендуется. Вот. Уроки онлайн, может быть, она сделает дешевле для вас. Она очень позитивный человек и такой открытый человек, классный учитель, мне очень даже повезло с ней, что вот именно такую мы нашли. Она простая, вот что мне нравится в людях, простота, такая доступность и простота. Хорошо знает историю, и она очень такая креативная, очень позитивная и интересная личность. Так, что еще про нее сказать? Ей 48 лет. У нее есть сын и бойфренд. Так. И по поводу моего английского языка. Почему вот это видео-то я делаю, да? Показать вам немножко процесс, как все происходит. И мой английский, девочки, мальчики, если меня смотрят, еще недостаточно хорош для того, чтобы я более серьезно начала изучать real estate, или еще меня интересует инвестирование, покупка-продажа акций. На русском языке я эти темы изучаю, а вот английский пока еще очень-очень сложно. И распыляться я, знаете, на очень много вещей не могу. Я пока вот по-русски изучаю эти темы, смотрю видео, что-то там лажу, ищу информацию. Вот. И мне нужен нужно, может быть, еще год потребуется мой английский улучшать. Я хорошо понимаю на бытовом уровне и что-то уже начинаю так говорить, более правильные конструкции строить. Но все-таки недостаточно языка для того, чтобы более серьезно заниматься этими вещами. И когда я займусь, я не знаю. Но заниматься буду. Заниматься буду. Вот. Еще мне тут предложили поучить русскому языку. Нашелся желающий. И не знаю, если состоится это, то стоимость вот 25-50 долларов в час. Мне так предложили русский язык, потому что русский язык довольно сложный язык. И еще у меня есть такая задумка открыть второй канал вот именно для тех иностранцев, которые хотят изучать русский язык. Я посмотрела для начинающих видео по русскому языку, и простых видео я как-то не нашла. А я вот хочу создать такие видео, самые-самые элементарные, простые, вот с нулевым уровнем, с чего начать и как проще, как можно проще начать изучать русский язык. И в основном-то я хочу начать, вот, может быть, для этого желающего одного пока, да, второй человек, который хочет изучать русский язык, это мой муж. Но мы с ним пока алфавит изучаем. Много букв, которых нет, и произношения в английском языке нет таких произношений. Мой муж не может произнести букву «ы». Тренируемся, и он пока запоминает вообще название букв, потом следующий этап буду учить его читать по-русски. И только потом, когда уже начнет читать, потихонечку начну вводить грамматику. Так что вот, смотрите кусочек. Видео будет только по-английски. Вы можете включить субтитры. Я поставила по-английски. Вот. И вы поймете, о чем сегодня был наш урок. Приятного просмотра!
Okay, so The Great Gatsby. You say you've watched the movie. Have you read the book?
No.
No? Do you know what The Great Gatsby is?
just heard about this, but never.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to have you, Mary, read the first paragraph.
Okay.
And then make sure that you circle any vocabulary that you don't understand. Would you like a colored pencil?
Okay.
What's your favorite color? As you're reading, make sure to, before you circle the word, go to the end of the sentence, give a pause, because maybe the meaning of the word is explained. Okay? So, go ahead and begin.
The Great Gatsby is a 1925 novel written by American author Scott
Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald that follows a cast of characters living in the fictional towns of West Egg and East Egg on prosperous Long Island in the summer of 1922. The story primarily concerns the young and mysterious millionaire Jay Gatsby and his quixotic passion and obsession with the beautiful former debutante Daisy
Buchanan.
Buchanan.
Yes. Even though it's a CH, you pronounce it as a C. Buchanan.
Considered to be Fitzgerald's magnum opus, The Great Gatsby explores themes of decadence, idealism, resistance to change, social upheaval and excess, creating a portrait of the roaring 20s that has been described as a cautionary tale regarding the American dream.
Perfect.
I understand nothing.
It's okay. You'll understand it as we break it down.
Okay.
So, The Great Gatsby. What did you understand The Great Gatsby is? One thing.
Person. Just man, some person.
Okay, The Great Gatsby is a
American.
A novel. Do you know what a novel is?
Novel, yes.
Okay, so it's a 1925 novel. What else did you understand?
Author.
The author. Okay, so you know the novel and the author. What else?
That's all.
I think you know more. So who is the main character? Who is the main character?
Jay Gatsby.
Jay Gatsby. So Jay Gatsby. So now you know the author. You know the date it was written. You know who wrote it, the author, and you know who the main character is. What do we know about the main character? What is he like? And since you've already seen the movie,
Yes.
I don't want to skew it.
Okay.
But what do you know, Svetlana, about the
Nothing.
main character?
Nothing.
Okay.
I look at this.
So, Jay Gatsby and his quixotic. Quixotic is just exotic. You know, his exotic passion.
I don't know passion.
Passion. I'm passionate about teaching English. I like to teach Spanish and teach English. I'm full of passion when I do it. Excitement. I can work till 3 in the morning and not sleep because I'm so excited. So this is passion.
Or, for example, one guy fell in love with a young girl and she is his passion.
Yes. So 2 lovers, so much passion. When you love something a lot.
Okay.
Yes? And obsession. Do you understand obsession?
No. Obsession.
Okay, obsession. So, I used to like, what's his name? The guy from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Jack Sparrow?
Jack Sparrow, the actor. I can't remember the actor.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. So, when you have an obsession, posters everywhere of Johnny Depp. I write Johnny Depp everywhere. I go to his house and wait outside to see. That's obsession. When you do something a lot.
Okay.
Some people clean the house with obsession. Everything has to be very clean. Yes.
Okay. Obsession. Beautiful former
Debutante. That's a French word. Debutante means a girl that is maybe 16, 17. So there is a debutante. They bring her out. Before, they used to bring her out to society so that everybody could see her.
Debut. In Russian, debut.
Yes.
Debutante. Daisy
Buchanan is her name.
Buchanan.
Considered. Considered means seen as, thought of.
I consider myself.
I consider myself what? Tell me what you consider yourself.
I consider myself to go to the gym.
No, I consider myself healthy.
Oh.
I consider myself smart. I consider myself passionate about teaching. So when you consider something, it's the way you view it. I consider this school to be a very wonderful place for people from Tehachapi to come and learn about art. So it's my opinion. Yes? Considered to be Fitzgerald's. So Fitzgerald is the author. So this book, The Great Gatsby.
And excuse me, can you say I consider myself to be good at music?
Good at music, yes. Very good. So that's a perfect use. Magnum opus. Do you know what magnum opus is?
No.
His maximum work, piece of work.
Okay.
So my magnum opus is my son.
Okay.
It's my maximum work. Yes. The Great Gatsby explores themes. Do you understand themes? Topics.
Yes.
Topics. Themes, topics, information. Yes.
Most important
The,
information.
yes, the most important. So in the newspaper, there are many themes. There are themes about independence. There are themes about cooking. So topics. Okay.
Themes.
Themes of decadence. Lots of money. Okay, parties with lots of caviar and champagne and vodka and
Luxury life.
luxury. Yes,
Luxury.
decadence is very luxurious.
Okay.
Idealism, you understand this one? Idealism.
Yes.
And then resistance to change.
Resistance.
Resistance. I don't want it. Okay. So it's like me saying, you need to read this, and you say, no, I don't want to. You resist me. Resistance to change. Social upheaval.
Upheaval.
Upheaval is something that is turned upside down. So socially, in the 1920s, society was completely changed. Women cut their hair. Coco Chanel said, we have to wear pants now. We're strong. So the little feminine woman from Victorian time, you know, beginning of 1900s to 1918, 1917, women were very, it went drastically from long skirts and buns and very quiet to short skirts, flappers, short hair, and boop boop be doo. Yes. So socially, everything changed. So it was turned upside down. Upheaval is that change. And excess. Too much of everything. Too much drinking, too much smoking, too much dancing. Creating a portrait. Creating a portrait of the roaring 20s. Do you understand this expression, the roaring 20s?
No.
It's like early 20s or
Roaring very loud. Yes.
Very good. So if you say very loud 20s, what does that mean?
20s years old. People.
The 20s, 1920s.
Okay.
So the roaring means it was loud. What was loud? Society was loud. Music changed.
roaring, like roar.
Like roar.
Yes,
The 20s
okay.
came
I
in
see
and
that.
said,
Yeah.
here I am. Everything changed. That has been described as a cautionary. Caution, be careful.
Okay.
Cautionary tale story regarding the American dream.
Regarding.
Regarding means when speaking of.
Speaking of.
So regarding the Spanish class, I need you to write down that we will have class next Tuesday. Regarding, regarding sip sip hooray, when you're talking about something. Okay, so give me a summary of what you understood the book to be about.
What I understand, this book is about social upheaval
Very good.
and
Do you know
This is
much about the
difficult.
20s in the United States?
no, I know nothing.
Okay. So, what we're going to do, quick change of plans, I'm going to show you a little video, a short video.
Okay.
What's the most important thing that happened in 1920 in the United States? Do you know?
No.
I think I don't know, but maybe I don't remember.
Okay. Very important thing.
Prohibition?
Do you know what this means?
I think I
What do you
get
think
this.
it means?
Prohibited.
Prohibited?
What is
What was prohibited in the 1920s?
What is it? Prohibited.
I
Prohibition.
forgot prohibited.
I
What is
forgot.
Prohibited, okay, to forbid. You cannot. It's
Ah,
law.
okay.
You will go to jail if you do this.
Mm.
So in the 1920s, something very interesting happened.
Mm.
No, I don't know what.
Alcohol was prohibited in the United States. Constitutionally, an amendment. Do you know what an amendment is? A change to the Constitution was made that said that alcohol was illegal in the United States.
Before 20s was illegal.
Yeah, it was legal, and
Ah.
during the 20s, most of the 20s, it was illegal. So I'm going to show you a movie about that first. Because
Okay.
you won't understand this
Mhm.
if you don't understand that.
Okay, one moment.
Plays with these. So in the 1920s, women's skirts got short, hair got short, and speakeasies popped up everywhere. So a speakeasy is a hidden place to go and drink alcohol. But you would get the message. I would say there's a speakeasy at the shed. Password is Tommy gun. So you tell her there's a speakeasy at the shed, password is Tommy gun. So you tell people, and then you would go to the door, nobody would see anything. You would go to the door, walk through, down to the basement, and you would have to say Tommy gun, password, and they would let you in. So this is the way alcohol was used. So the Great Gatsby is around this, and giving people the pleasures that they are being denied. Does that make sense?
The night. What is the night?
Denied, not given. Okay? So, do you want to read? Who just read? Okay, do you want to read?
Okay, I will try. Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, inspired by the parties he had attended while visiting Long Island's North Shore, began planning the novel in 1923. Desiring
or
to
wanting to
produce, in his words, something new, something extraordinary and beautiful and simple and
intricately. That means very detailed.
I don't understand detailed and
Very
intricately.
so intricate.
Detailed.
With lots of little details.
Detail. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Intricately patterned. Progress was slow, with Fitzgerald completing his first draft,
which is the first book.
following a move to the French Riviera in 1924. His editor, Maxwell Parkins, felt the book was
vague. Vague is just too simple.
Vague and
persuaded told him
the author to revise over the following winter.
To rewrite.
Fitzgerald.
That's the last name of the author.
Was repeatedly
ambivalent.
Yes,
no. He wanted to write, he didn't want to write.
About the book's title, and he considered a variety of alternatives, including titles that referred to the Romanian character
Trimalchio.
Trimalchio. The title he was last documented to have desired was under the red, white, and blue.
Remember I told you that the colors, we always say red, white, and blue. We don't say blue, white, red.
Okay.
Okay? So these are alternate titles. So from this, what do you understand in your words, this paragraph?
I understood that the book had progress, but it was slow. And Fitzgerald trying to find the best title for the book.
Do you understand title? Okay.
And
they gave some options of the titles that he was looking at. So, Under the Red, White, and Blue turned into The Great Gatsby.
Yes.
Yes, he changed the title a lot.
And this was first Under the Red, White, and Blue.
Because remember, what does Fitzgerald talk about in this book? What do you remember? You said you watched the movie.
Roaring Twenties.
The Roaring Twenties.
Young and mysterious millionaire Jay Gatsby, about his life, about his
I think about
passion.
politics.
Politics, very good.
About his passion, Daisy Buchanan, and about these parties with alcohol and with
so
lots of
why
different
the big parties? Why do you think everything was about the big parties and opulence too much, and decadence? Why do you think Fitzgerald would write something like this?
I think
he tried to show the real life in the United States.
The real life in the United States?
Yes, and I think people would like to change all this life and how to start. If I would like to change my life, like you would like to change your life, but if I can read this, I can understand. Not only I am not alone. Like this, and everybody would like
to
together.
change. So do you think this book is a criticism or a celebration of the Roaring Twenties?
I think criticism.
Criticism. And there's one important word. One important word. I want you to find that word. Why do you think it is a criticism? There's one word in these two paragraphs that says why it might be a criticism or a be careful. So I want you to find that word.
American Dream.
American Dream, but there's something else.
Fictional towns.
Fictional towns, but does that tell us it's a criticism? You were close.
Okay.
You were close. Because American Dream isn't a criticism. American Dream.
Resistance to change.
Okay, so resistance to change is one of them, but there's one.
Social upheaval.
Social upheaval. He talks about social upheaval.
And excess.
And excess. But look before American Dream.
Cautionary tale.
Beautiful. So cautionary tale. What is cautionary? Caution, be careful. What is a tale?
Tale is like a story.
A story.
About something.
So it is a cautionary tale, which means it shows all the ugly. Be careful, because this is how ugly it can get. Yes? So I'm going to read the third paragraph, and I'd like you to turn your papers around. So you're just going to listen, and I'm going to ask questions. I will explain some of the words if you raise your hand, and if you don't understand a certain word.
Okay.
All right? The Great Gatsby received mixed reviews and sold. Received. I receive. Okay, so I give you my coffee. You receive my coffee. Okay? So it got mixed reviews and sold poorly. In its first year, the book sold only 20,000 copies. Fitzgerald died in 1940 and believed himself to be a failure. And his failure, okay, you can get 100% or you can get 0%. If you get 0%, you fail the test. A failure is someone who fails. So he considered himself a failure and that his work had been forgotten. However, his novel experienced a revival during World War II and became part of American high school curriculum. The books you have to read.
Like
Part of the
summer
program.
literature in Russian.
Okay.
So part of the national program, you have to read this book. And numerous stage and film adaptations in the following decades. So several movies and plays were made. Okay. Today, The Great Gatsby is widely considered to be a literary classic and a candidate. Considered. So I'm considered a good teacher. You're considered a good YouTuber. She is considered a wonderful pianist. When you are considered something, people say that about you. Okay? So to be considered is to be talked about. Okay? Is widely considered to be a literary classic and a contender. Contender means a candidate for the title Great American Novel. So it's considered one of the greatest American novels. And he died feeling he was a failure. That's pretty sad. So I'm going to ask you a question. How many copies did The Great Gatsby sell in its first year?
20,000.
Very good.
I remember some thousand, but
When did Fitzgerald die?
1940.
Very good, 1940. And when did The Great Gatsby become famous again? After what?
After the World War One.
Very good. No, two.
Oh, two.
Two, yes. Why?
because at school it was a program.
It was a program. Very good. Now, what is it considered today? What do they call it? Great American blank. What is that blank? Great American.
Great American tale? No.
A tale. That's a good guess. Tale or
Story?
story. What's another word for a story or a book?
Novel?
Novel.
Oh, yeah,
Great
novel.
American novel. Very good. Okay, excellent. So we're going to watch a movie clip. Let me see, how many minutes do we have? So the movie clip is very short. And you're just going to circle the correct answer. So first question, let's make sure you understand the questions first. At the beginning, what does the woman say she remembers? Where the man lives, the man's name, the man's favorite drink. Is this clear?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
Number 2, what does the man compare the party to?
Excuse me, compare again. What is-
Compare. So I'm going to compare water and coffee.
Compare.
They don't compare. Coffee is amazing, water is ugh. Yes? Compare. Okay, they compare. Coffee is a liquid, water is a liquid.
Compare. What's the difference between sunglasses and pen? I compare them and trying to find
Okay,
difference.
okay.
But in this
Okay.
case, compare is different. So I compare, let's see. When you compare something, so I'm trying to find something. So a big party.
Mhm.
You go to a very elegant party and you go, oh my gosh, this feels like I'm in Buckingham Palace.
Mhm.
So you compare it to what you think Buckingham Palace. Very elegant, very nice.
Okay.
Yes?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Who received an
Oh,
invitation?
one moment.
Mhm.
An
Yes, ma'am.
amusement.
Oh,
Amusement
amusement park.
Amusement.
Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, a fair with
Universal
a
Studios.
Universal Studios, amusement park.
Okay.
Yes. A park where newsmen hang out.
Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Newsmen is people who write news.
Mhm.
A museum.
A park where newsmen
Who
hang
received
out.
an invitation
One
to
moment.
park.
This mean place where people make newspaper.
A park where people who write newspaper articles just
Ah,
relax and hang out. To hang out
okay.
is to just relax.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm, mhm,
This is a listening comprehension.
mhm.
So I'm going to take the titles off.
Okay.
Who received an invitation to the party? Who received, to receive, to get
Mhm.
an invitation to the party? The woman?
What does it mean invitation?
Invitation. I give you an invitation. I say, come to my party.
Oh,
A
okay.
paper. Yes? Or come to the wedding.
Mhm.
The woman. Both the woman and the man. Or just the man.
Mhm.
Number 4. It would be safe to assume. Okay, that's a whole expression. It would be safe to assume. That means you would be correct. To think. So it would be safe to assume you would be correct to think at this point, at this moment, Nick and Gatsby are friends. Nick does not really know Gatsby. Nick does not like Gatsby at all.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have to make a guess. This is a guess here. From what you see and what they talk, you're going to have
Okay.
to guess.
Mhm.
Number 5, which of the following is not a rumor about Gatsby? So a rumor, do you understand this?
A rumor, no.
Gossip. Do you understand gossip?
No.
Okay. Did you hear? You know, Svetlana went and bought a $2,000 car. Oh, did you hear? Mary, she went to a party last night and came home at 3 in the morning. That's gossip. Yes?
Yeah.
Gossip is a rumor.
Uh-huh.
So rumors are what people say about me that's not true.
Okay.
So which of the following is not a rumor about Gatsby? He killed a man. He won all his money gambling. He's a German spy. So which one is not a rumor?
I know.
Okay. One moment. I turn off my video.